Righto, we've done it all again, and to do the heel, to do the toe we do exactly the same as what we did for the heel. So we take our heel hooks off, we move them up into the heel position. We've got our two little dots lined up, lift our lifter up, round we go, and we line up the second dot somewhere around there. We drop that down and get that into the right hole, and away we go. Your heel and toe on the sock are identical. You're doing exactly the same process for the toe. So once you've done a good heel, you get onto the toe. It's usually where your stitches fall off or something goes wrong right on about the last 3 rows of the toe. And you have to start again. It's Murphy's Law in the sock making business, I'm afraid, but you'll get used to that. Right, we're on the last stitch of the first half, so we've done the first half of our toe, and we're now coming around to the second half, and you bring that needle down about there, and you'll find that it won't come down till it hits the right spot. It won't come down anyway, and around we go, and our machine's knitting far easier now. We've got to move the heel hook up a bit into a bit better position. We missed a stitch there, so we'll just nip that stitch off. Sock is done. So we push our needles down, around a little bit further, get the rest of the needles down, make sure the latches are on. Now you may want to continue on and knit the second sock by putting some waste yarn on and carrying on, but I'm going to take the sock off so you can see it. But before I do, I'm going to knit 4 or 5 rows, which we'll just class as waste yarn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Break the yarn. Sock is done. Just before we take the sock off the machine, we've taken our heel hooks off. I'm going to show you how to lift the sock up. As your sock's knitting, you just hold the weight and pull it up, and the buckle sits there. Sometimes when you're using very, very thin yarn, it will slide through your buckle, and what I do is I just tuck it under the hook there, and it can't go down any further. Saves all the aggro of all these fancy things. It's there and it's going to stay there. So when you're pulling it up, you just pull it up like that. Taking just a little bit of that tension off the sock. We don't want it running, but we don't want it riding up on the needles either. And we wind the sock off, and it just knits off, and off comes our sock. Pull it out of the buckle. Just give it a bit of a stretch out. And now we'll take the separator thread out. So just grab the edge of the thread, pull it. Even though it's tied onto the edge of those other yarns, it will come out. Just keep pulling it. Just grab it again. Grab an edge. Yank it off. There's our waste knit yarn gone. There's our sock. Bit of separator thread here still. We'll pull that out. Out it comes. So there's our sock, all ready to sew up with the Kitchener stitch, and when you're sewing that sock up, what you'll do is just come back those 5 rows we knitted, 4 or 5 rows, and you'll unravel. You'll steam the sock first, just with the steam iron above it, and that sets the stitches. So when you unravel, you will unravel until, so you've just brought it to where those last stitches that you actually knitted the sock were. And then you would Kitchener stitch that sock up. Nice gore on the heel, nice rib, nice reasonably tight rib. Just a plain sock, but it's got a pattern on it. Good Kiwi yarn.